No, for $39.95. This is my favorite ring in the show. How do you like that? Yeah, you never hear me say that. You'll hear me say this is my pick. This is my very favorite ring in the show. There are 600 customers that can have it. It is $10 off for Jennifer's visit. And I'll tell you why I like it in just a moment. Jennifer, who designed this?
Etta Boleyn, and she's 62 years old, and she's been a silversmith for well over 45 years. And with this ring in itself, she says that it is a ring that is supposed to be passed down to your kin. And for her, for Navajo custom, it is believed that for the women, they must pass down their jewelry to their kids. And so again, they can keep their traditions alive. And with that, their stories of their kid, they could say that my grandmother or my grandfather had made this necklace, you know, especially for me, and it's been in my family for generations.
Okay, you ready? You ready to order this ring? You want to know why you're going to order this ring? Okay, let me show you. I'm being very straightforward here about this because this is your way to try on a piece of this beautiful Native American jewelry. This will, if it has not until now, helped you to develop an appreciation for the artistic workmanship that goes into every piece of jewelry that comes from this very long roster and list of American Native artists. First of all, I want you to look from tip to tip, and I want Jennifer, as I roll this around, to explain what's happening here and some of the symbolism behind everything from the tips of feathers.
You're going to see the eagle in full flight on both top and bottom. And again, when you look at it, from far away, it looks like leaves and flowers. But then as you get closer and closer, you're going to see the picture unfold of the eagle in flight.
Okay, so the eagle's in flight. You notice that it's on what I refer to as a spoon handle design. And many of you may remember that dating back to like the mid-'80s, where the ring, silversmiths would take old sterling silver flatware, and they would take the handle of a piece of, you know, flatware, and they would mold it into a ring. Well, what would happen would be you'd have the spoon handle, and it would just wrap around your finger, and it would end in a straight piece of silver. This is like two spoon handle tips that are fused together almost. Now, here's the next reason why I know you're going to love it, and definitely use express ordering. When I tell you I knew this was going to be popular, because not only we purchased this at a lower price for sterling silver, and in talking with our buying staff, that's really important for you today from an investment standpoint. It's available in sizes 6 through 12, but here's the next thing. You can size it yourself. Watch. Even though it's a die-struck piece of silver, you can take it, you can just give it a little bend this way, slowly, and you can enlarge it to a size 13 or 14 if you want to. So this is slightly sizable, even more than 6 through the 12. But if you wear a 12, buy the 11 and just stretch it out a little bit, right?
Yes. And this is a favorite of mine, being that there was a time when I was feeling troubled in Albuquerque, and the snow was going, and I was sitting outside and thinking, you know, how could someone help me? And just when I was sitting there in the snow, I looked up and I seen a little feather come flying out in front of me. And when it hit the ground, I noticed that it was an eagle plume. And so I didn't see any eagles be flying around, any birds or anything like that. And when I picked it up, I noticed that it was a gift from the Creator. And so being that it was an eagle plume, I kept that with me for many years. And so that made me feel good that, you know, the Creator had sent me a gift, you know, from them.
You know, what's so interesting is if you've never seen an eagle in flight or just perched, you know, maybe hunting, they're the most. I was in Alaska with my pop for his 80th birthday. We took a cruise to Juneau, and from Juneau, I can't remember the places we stopped, but we stopped. I think it was in Juneau. We took a tour to the glaciers, and everywhere, it's like, well, the birds are everywhere. They're the most magnificent birds to watch in flight. They're the most magnificent birds to just watch walking around. They're mammoth. They're regal. They're our national bird. And you know what? This is going to be kind of homage to it. Betty Jo's calling in from, I think it's Mississippi. Is it Mississippi or Missouri? Mississippi, and she brought the showstopper. Hi, Betty Jo. Welcome to HSN in Chaco Canyon.
Hello, how are you?
We're great. So you ordered that beautiful Sleeping Beauty coil necklace.
I got the turquoise.
Yes.
And I got also the liquid silver before.
Oh, good. Well,
and I've also gotten the twisted snake chain today and the eagle feather.
How nice. Do you collect our Southwest style jewelry from Chaco
Well,
Canyon?
I love to wear it well, at least every couple of weeks. I really wear it.
That's nice. What do
But I
people...
want to tell you about a horse story.
Oh, please do.
It's real.
Okay.
All right, my father, it was getting near Christmas, and I was wanting a horse. And my dad was an excellent horseman. So we would go to the stockyards every Saturday morning, and it was cold, to look at the different breeds that would come in during the week. And so we did this for a couple of months, and I didn't think much about it because I didn't ever see a horse that he was really fond of. So finally, it was Christmas morning, and it was very, very cold. And my father, he said, you're ready to get your Christmas present? And I said, oh, yes, sir, like that. And he said, well, let's go out to the garage. And I opened the garage door, and Rusty, he was a Mustang.
Oh,
He came out of the garage door, and I had my horse. And it was a very special Christmas.
Betty Jo, I bet, is your father still with you?
He died last year.
God bless you. That must be the most sentimental story that you have, you can remember from childhood.
Yes.
Because I'll never forget a similar story, but it's about a bicycle, not about a horse. And my father bringing one home. I had the mumps, and my dad and my brother went to a Boy Scout carnival, and they won with a raffle an English racer bicycle. And we came from no money, and my father said, we have a surprise for you. So like you, who got that horse, I got a bicycle, and I know what that means. That's a memory you'll have for the rest of your life.
Well, then we went to the golf course to ride the horse, which we probably shouldn't have done. And I was only 11 years old.
Well, that is
And
such a
he
great...
slapped the horse on the back end, and boy, we took off. And my mother was going, oh, no, oh, no. But everything turned out great.
So did you learn to horseback ride from that experience?
No, I learned before, a little bit before that with my cousins. They all had horses.
Very
But
cool.
my daddy, I didn't have a horse.
You know,
and
Betty...
my daddy was an excellent rider always.
Betty Jo,
So it
thank
was
you
fun.
so much for sharing that story. You made my day and Jennifer's too, I'm sure.
Well, the horses are wonderful, and my father was too.
He sounds like a great man, and you should be very proud of that story and the memory, and I'm sure he'll be with you in your heart forever.
Sure will.
Thank you,
Thank you.
sweetheart.
Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much.
And thank you for shopping with us. Well, if you're just joining us, this ring is now officially more than half gone, about 40% gone. This visit only priced at $59.90. The mystique in all of the craftsmanship from the two eagles landing on what I'm referring to as the double spoon design ring, the spoon handle design ring, is just going to be one of your favorites. Available in sizes 6 through 12. You can take the 12 and you can enlarge it a little bit. If you wear an 11, you can enlarge it a little bit by just stretching it out a little bit. You see, because it'll open up to the back just slightly. It is $10 off. It is on 2 flex payments for $29.95. Now, the 11 and 12 are gone, so I don't want to give you false hopes that you could take the size 10 to a 12, because I wouldn't want you to stretch out a 10 to a 12. I think that's putting too much stress on the back of the shank. But I'm going to, well, you know what? I'm going to try just to see. And if I break one, so I break it, but I'll try. You know what? You could. I am sitting here. Take it to a silversmith to go. You could take the 10 to a 12. Look, let me show you what I just did. I just enlarged this, I mean, at least to a 10. And this was a size 8. So you just take it, and you have to work it slowly, and you just pull the 2 spoon handles, if you will, and then it'll open up. Look. So you can wear that on any finger you wish. Plus, it'll be very stable in your hand because of the nature of the way it's designed. It's on its way to a sellout. It's brand new. It was saved for this hour. This is your kind of try-me piece in the world of our American, Native American jewelry. You know what? Let's take one more call. It's Shirley calling from Oklahoma. Shirley, thank you for taking the time to say hello and welcome to HSN.
Thank you.
So what's your story today, or what did you order?
I ordered the bypass ring.
Oh, that's the one that I'm holding right now. Isn't that clever?
Oh, it is beautiful, and I am totally into turquoise.
Oh,
I've ordered
good.
several turquoise pieces. But Chaco Canyon, I've never seen this show before.
This is your first time to see a Chaco Canyon show?
Uh-huh.
Have you ever been to Arizona?
Oh, yes, several times. And I was born in Gallup, New Mexico, so...
Because, you know, you can't even find pieces like this in the shops there at these prices. Because
No, not at those prices. I've priced some of those down in Santa Fe and Arizona, and oh, wow.
I know. It's because we deal directly with the artist through an agent and through Jennifer that we're able to bring these to you at such amazing prices. Because if you go into some of the roadside shops there, a piece like this could be double.
I know.
Anyway, well, thank you so much for calling. You're going to love Chaco Canyon, and you should check out the expanded assortment online at hsn.com. Well, that was Shirley calling from Oklahoma. Thank you very much for your call. Size 10, 11, and 12.